Hey, Shalom Akim. I want to say Call Alim La, Yahweh Bashmi Shai, which is to say all praises to the Most High and His Son in ancient Paleo Hebrew. I want to give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who have taught us well, and a salutation and Shalom to all Akim out there pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. Here making another quick video, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashmi Shai. At the moment, having some technical difficulties, but Lord willing, this video will be able to record and do what it has to do, but anyways, with that, I had a quick lesson that I wanted to jump into, and basically it's in this truth, how really we can't just say whatever the hell, comes up to mind, because in this truth, we really have to, we have to show ourselves as men, and we also have to show ourselves as, as learned men. We can't just say random, cooneries, man. The men of the Lord, the way they conducted themselves were as wise men, men of understanding, okay? And likewise us, that's how we gotta be like, We can't be like these niggas that you see out here just babbling, Sometimes I'll be at work and, Jake, they're listening to the music, they're this messed up hip hop, and they're just babbling, man. They're just saying crazy nonsense, man. You see, we can't be like that, man. We us brothers that are in this truth, we can't be like that. Okay? Now, this is Tobit chapter 4, verse 14. Let not the wages of any man which hath wrought for thee tarry with thee, but give him it out of hand. For if thou serve the Most High, he will also repay thee. Be circumspect, my son, in all things thou doest, and be wise in all thy conversation. Okay? That might even be the lesson, the title of this lesson. Be wise in all thy conversation. And that's plain, man. I really don't even have to break that down, man. Because in this truth, we have to be men of understanding, We have to show ourselves as austere, and men of understanding. We can't be no silly niggas, We have to be wise in all our conversation. I'm going to read it again. Let not the wages of any man which hath wrought for thee tarry with thee, but give him it out of hand. For if thou serve the Most High, he will also repay thee. Be circumspect, my son, in all things thou doest, and be wise in all thy conversation. Okay, so in all our conversation, we have to make sure it's seasoned. Okay, everything that comes out of our mouth, we have to make sure that it's seasoned. Okay, like the scripture says, let your words be seasoned, that ye ought to know how to answer every man. Okay, as a matter of fact, I'm just gonna get it. I actually have it right here. This is Colossians chapter 4, verse 6. Let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt, that ye may know how ye ought to answer every man. So again, man, our conversation, man, we have to be wise in all our conversation, man. The way we speak, we're men of understanding at the end of the day. Okay? And like the scripture says here in Colossians, the 4th chapter, our speech has to be seasoned with salt, man. Okay? And always with grace. Okay? That ye may know how ye ought to answer every man. Okay? So that goes, hand in hand with the scripture that we just read in Tobit. Okay? The 4th chapter. Okay? We have to be wise in all our conversation. At the end of the day, we have to be men of understanding. We can't be no coons, you know. That's unacceptable, you know. We have to be wise in all our conversation, okay? And like we just read in Colossians, the 4th chapter, we have to be seasoned with salt, okay? And our speech always with grace, okay? Because Jake, niggas are they're not seasoned, man. Niggas, they just babble, you know? That's the thing about a nigga. They just babble. They really don't, they don't say nothing, man, you know? Especially with these new hip-hop songs that they're coming out with, man. Forget it, man. A lot of these Jakes that you see out here, the majority of them are gonna die. You know, there's no hope for them, man. You see these niggas, you're on the bus, you might be on your way to work, to on the bus, and you see these niggas, with their headphones, with their big headphones, their noise canceling headphones, and they're out in public, out and about with it, and they're listening to music, and they're just, just nonsense, man. See, that's an example of what not to be like, man. Okay, they're not being wise in all their conversation, That's an example of that. Okay, they're not being seasoned. They're not letting their speech be seasoned with salt, or their speech coming out with grace. Okay. Okay, we have to, us brothers that are in this truth, we have a motto, so to speak, or a code that we go by. Okay. Now I have another quick precept that I wanted to get. This is Ephesians chapter 4, verse 17. This I say therefore, and testify in the Lord, that ye henceforth walk not as other Gentiles walk, in the vanity of their mind. Now, when you have the true understanding of who the Gentiles are, okay, in the New Testament, it's not talking about these other nations, man. It's talking about our people that are amongst these other nations that are in the Gentile state of mind, okay, that have lost their heritage, okay, and they're identifying as whatever nation they were scattered amongst, okay. But basically, it's talking about niggas that don't know that they're Israelites, man, okay. When it says Gentiles right there, okay. I'm going to read it again. This I say therefore, and testify in the Lord, that ye henceforth walk not as other Gentiles walk, in the vanity of their mind. So, the way these niggas walk in the vanity of their mind, that's not how we're supposed to walk, okay? Everything that comes out of these niggas' mouth, that's an example of what not to be like, man. Okay, they're walking after the vanity of their mind, okay? And when you look up that word vanity, it means worthless, So they're walking after the worthless things that are in their mind, man. Okay? The things that come out of their mouth every time they speak. They're not being wise in all their conversation. They're not being seasoned in their speech. They're not being they're not letting their speech be seasoned with grace, or coming out with grace. Okay? You see, we can't be like that. You see? Now, we joke around sometimes, Jake, with Jake at the end of the day, we joke around, but with intelligent jokes, with jokes that, that have intelligence behind them, man, not silly, straight up stupid jokes, I'm going to read verse 18. Having the understanding darkened, being alienated from the life of the Most High through the ignorance that is in them because of the blindness of their heart. Hey, going into these niggas, man. You know? Who being past feeling, having given themselves unto lasciviousness, to work all uncleanness with greediness. But ye have not so learned, Yahushai. If so be ye have heard him and have been taught by him, as truth is in Yahushai, that ye put off concerning the former conversation the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lusts. You know, because some of us, well, not some of us, all of us, when we were in the world, straight up, we were dummies, man. You know, we really weren't on no level. You know, and the way we were talking back then, we were very silly. You know, the way some of us conducted ourselves. Not some of us, but really the way all of us conducted ourselves, you know, when we were in the world, we were just silly, man. You know, we didn't season our speech with salt, meaning, you know, we didn't know how to answer people, you know. We were just very silly, man. When we were in the world, we didn't know shit, man. I didn't know anything when I was in the world, you know. I'm gonna read it again. That ye put off concerning the former conversation the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust. So in other words, you know, we stopped, you know, doing whatever we were doing in the world. You know, whatever wickedness we were doing, you know, we don't even so much as mention it, you know, because we don't do that at the end of the day. You know, like adultery. You know, some of us were adulterers in the world. We're not adulterers no more. Okay, so we stopped doing that, and we sure as hell don't even joke around about stuff like that. That's not funny. You know, it's wickedness, man. You know, but well, I'm gonna read verse 23. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 23. And be renewed in the spirit of your mind. Oh man, this whole chapter is good. And that ye put on the new man, which after the Most High is created in righteousness and true holiness. You see? So, you know, the way these niggas talk, man, we can't be talking like them, man. You know? We have to, in all our conversation, we have to be wise, you know? We have to make sure that, you know, we're not sounding like your average two-third, man. You know, like we just read in Tobit, be wise in all that conversation, man. Which that joins right in hand with Colossians, the 4th chapter. You know, let thy speech be seasoned with salt and grace. Okay. We can't be sounding like these average niggas that are out here, man. No, that was it on that. Yeah, I don't want to make this video too long, you know. But I mean, that was it on that. I didn't have any other precept in mind. So I mean, with that, you know, I hope brothers are edified. You know, Lord willing, this video can go up. You know, but you know, with that, I'll say, call Lalium, La Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. I want to give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom and salutation to all the Akim out there that are pushing this word in sincerity and truth. And until next time, shalom.